All right. Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon for some people. East side, good afternoon, and west side, good morning. Thank you so much for joining. Uh, we're gonna keep this meeting a little bit brief and short because we want to talk about a few things. Again, we're not just gonna talk about the outlook of the market, but we're also gonna spend a little bit of time looking into when I say certain things, how do you react or act on it based on the market momentum, which will give you a little bit of confidence and guidance to see, how you should be looking at the each and every stocks and the watch list that I've created for the in the morning time for the folks. So you'll have get a little bit of idea. We're going to talk about a little bit of outlook of the market, see what it looks like for the next few months, next few weeks or next year market. Um, and we can also take some Q&A if you have any, so that we can spend time on the Q&A also if you have any question. We also have new folks join us in last few days or few months. We're also going to go over one more time how to use our Discord so that you will have a little bit of idea, because we have a lot of other features. Hold on one second. We also have a little bit of good feature with the trade text that will help you understand how this Discord works, so that you don't have to get you don't have to pay any extra for any other subscriptions like trade text or chatter flow, because we have everything in our Discord, which will help you to take a look at it, where the market is moving, what's happening. Reading the algorithms are the most important thing as well, because algorithm means where the money is flowing for each stock, right? And one thing that I've noticed when it comes to making money, everybody in it, but nobody wants to do some work, do some research, or spend some time looking into it to make money, right? Again, just because you pay $64.99 a month, that doesn't mean that you should just completely rely on me for the alerts, which is true. That's why you pay me, so that I can give you the alert, which I do. But there's also some learning process that you need to involve for yourself. If you really want to stay in trading for longer time, if you really want to make money, if you really want to invest your time and energy to not only learn the market, but also get used to it, to see, how the market is looking, how the market is moving, what's happening, which way the market is going, or what is the algo buying, what's algorithms are doing. These things will really help you stay on track with the market, and also will keep you consistent with your profit and loss. When you're in the position, and if it's not working for you, rather than looking into some other things that we have, which we're going to talk about in just a few minutes, this will help you understand where the money is flowing. Okay, whether the algos are selling, buying, dark pool levels, the seasonality of the trade. There are a lot of things in our Discord that you can learn. You can use it, and it's free. You don't have to pay extra because you're already paying the monthly price, and it's included in that monthly subscription. So I recommend all of you that pay attention to the meeting. If you don't have a time, that's okay. You can watch the recording. Either it's going to be uploaded on YouTube, or I'm going to send a separate link to all of you. Let's talk about the market outlook. Wow, what a market it has been for the last few weeks, right? Up and down so much. What a rally we saw on Thursday, and everybody was excited and says, oh, wow, we are in Santa Rally again. And then guess what? On Friday, market dropped almost 400 points. Did recover a little bit, but almost dropped that level. Thursday, it dropped, and then Friday, it dropped again. So Wednesday was a good rally, gave up all the gain on between Thursday and Friday. So as I said, every year we look for that rally. Every year we think the market is just now going to go up, and the Santa Rally we're going to see. But there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in the market right now. Of course, you all know about the tapering, how the Fed is really hawkish with their comments and all that. We know that's going to happen. And the way the inflation is, the price needs to, the interest rate needs to be adjusted. Otherwise, we're going to have a big problem. Everybody is paying extra money for the food and other thing, you name it. We pay so much money for a lot of things right now. And if you're not seeing the inflation, that means either you are a millionaire or or you don't care about inflation, but it's there. Some people like us who make good money, make decent money, may not feel that much, but the middle income people will definitely going to feel the inflation because you have a rent, you have food price gone up. The restaurant I was in yesterday, I never seen this. So a restaurant had a disclaimer when I enter saying, due to recent COVID and due to increased amount of food situation and the price is going up, we have increased our price up to 10 to 15% in our menu. You may have longer wait time. You may have delay in your order, stuff like that. Now, a restaurant putting a disclaimer like that, it's a really, really bad situation. We don't see it right now because we look at the market, and remember one thing, guys, market is not the economy. Okay, market is not the economy. Market is just it's an instrument for us to measure how the economy is, but it's not the economy. So we haven't seen the actual real impact in the market. Again, I'm not the economist. I have done my MBA, but I'm not as smart as some finance, but I know my stuff. So based on what I'm thinking and based on what I see, if the Fed's not going to act on the interest rate sooner than later, then we're going to see some massive problems in the US economy. Debt ceiling is one of the issue right now. So for last 2 years, we have seen amazing market, right? 2020, 2021, rally, beautiful market. But think of how the market was before COVID. It wasn't like this. It wasn't like to market to get 20-point move. You were like, wow, it's a 20-point move. Now market moved 30, 40 points without even having any other issues. So things have definitely changed over the last 2 years, but things will change again. Again, the volume's still going to be increasingly high in the US market because US market has crazy amount of volume than any other stock exchange in the world. I mean, in the China, Hong Kong, no. American market has the most volume. That's why we see a lot of tradings internationally done in the US. We have a lot of folks from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, New Zealand, Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, you name it. We have people that in our Discord that actually live in different countries but trade in the American market because they get the volume, they get the price, whatever price you pay, you get the good returns on it. So we're always going to get the volume, but the volatility is going to go crazy in the market. So that's why it's very important to trade based on the trend, not based on your own feeling. Especially when you trade SPX, Tesla, and these are the big companies where you can make good money, but you also know that you can lose money faster. So it's really important that controlling the emotions piece in this business is really important. One more thing you need to understand, that there's a reason why you haven't crossed 100,000, 200,000, or 10,000 a month for two reasons. It's not that you are not smart. It's not that you cannot do it. But the thing is, you need something right away. We always have a high expectation. But think of it this way. When you started a job in your life as a manager or as an entry-level employee, you never thought about getting promoted in 2 months, 6 months, or maybe 1 year. You may have got your first promotion after 1 year. I got my promotion in 6 months. And then I got second promotion in 4 months, but then I hit the stop and didn't get promoted for 2 years when I was working. So if we can have that expectation in our work, how can we expect this from the market to give us the money that we need? Like, you must be really not thinking right to have the expectation from the market that, I'm in the market now. I need this money. I need to recover my 25,000, 50,000, 100,000 tomorrow. And I'm going to do this. And for that purpose, you put more money, and you lose even more. You need to go slow. You need to calm down yourself. As long as there is a money in your bank account, there will be opportunity. The market will be open on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Next year, 10 years from now, you might not be in the market Monday or Tuesday because you don't have the money. So the biggest survival thing in the market is the money piece. And no matter how many times I've said this in my meeting, some people have changed the behavior and improved. Some people just don't want to change. And they get frustrated And they said, oh, I lost this much money. I lost that much money. And then 2-3 weeks later, they will message me and says, AG, sorry, I can't continue because I lost all my money. And then I'll ask questions like, how did you lose money when we didn't lose any money here? Oh, I did Amazon trade and I was hoping to Amazon to go up. It didn't. So I lost 5,000 in it. Come on. No. I don't care whether you paying me $64.99 a month or you drop my service. No, but it will hurt you more than it hurt me. It hurt me because I see a good customers leaving me because of not maintaining the self-discipline. And I don't just do these services just for a month, collect your money and says, okay, I'm going to give you one alert a day and then you're on your own. There are a lot of Discord people do that. I'm constantly involved, engaged with you because I have only one motto when I started this. And I'm a people person. And one motto I have is I want everyone in this group to be successful. Again, there's a best feeling when everyone get rich together. And there's a worst feeling that only I get rich, but others get poor. Now, my feelings is opposite. I wanted to get rich with all of you being rich with me. What's the fun of me making money, but you don't make money? What's a celebration here? Nothing. So if you really want to be rich or have a good, comfortable life, this is the platform. This is the instrument that can make this happen. But you have to have the discipline in yourself. I know some of you are working full-time job. So you have 3 days available and 2 days you are busy. And those 3 days you'll want to cover everything that you didn't make in 2 days. You can't do that. You have 2 days that you're available. Trade those days with what the trend is saying to you. Follow the support and level resistance that I'm showing you right now, because that's going to help you make consistent profit. There is no shortcut, guys. There is no shortcut in this business to make money. And I tell you, there's only one mantra of success in this business. You start with $100 consistent gain for 10 days. Then that $100 will turn into $150. Then $150 will turn into $250, and then $250 to $300, $400, and then slowly $1,000 to $2,000 a day. If you think that you're gonna go 1,000 to 10,000 tomorrow, it's not going to happen. You lose more money. Don't put your hard-earned money into something stupid that you just have a hope for it. Again, hope is a hopeless thing because hope doesn't give you nothing. If you're hoping to make money without working hard, you're not going to make it. If you're hoping to win a lottery without purchasing a ticket, not going to happen. So don't hope. Go with the real thing. You are grown up. You all are grown up. You know what exactly you need to look for. So don't make silly mistakes. Because you're here for a reason. That's good. $40 a day. It's still good enough. You know, satisfaction is the most important thing. When you get satisfied from the market will get humble one day and give you a surprise that you were not expecting. Trust me, it will happen to you. They say, if you truly want something, right, get master of knowing, master of knowledge, not just the money. I know you need the money fast. Don't run after the money. Run after the being expert and picking up the right trend, and then money will follow. If you truly need something, you definitely get it. Always have only one desire. Don't have like 15 desires. I want money. I want this. I want this. No, only one thing. I want to make consistent profit in the market every single day. And that's it. That is only your one expectation, and the universe will help you get this right. Write down your dreams. I always say in my class, those in my class, they can tell you, I always tell them, write down your dreams in the morning, visualize the thing, meditation. These are the important things. And if you struggle with meditation, something that I've done in my early age, as soon as I wake up and get up my bed, I make my bed. That's the one routine you need to follow. If you have the routine in your life, a lot of things will get in place because your behavior will change. There's a reason why you are still being impulsive in the market. Because you're like, oh, wow, I've seen this before. Your mind gets stuck on things that might have seen before. The money, the 10,000% return. There's a time for this. Everything has a time. Before the time or after the time, nothing happened. No matter how hard you try, it always happened in the time. So if your time hasn't come yet, wait for it. Why are you so rushed? Some of you are pretty young, starting at early age. You are very successful in your life. The second thing you want to be successful in trading, it will come. Guess what, guys? In our group, we have doctor, surgeon, neurologist. We have a big people that are in the group that are already making money, but they still come to trading. Not because they don't make enough money, they have the passion for it. And if you're truly passionate about trading, like, because we are trader, only us can understand our feeling with each other, then you just have to be patient, because when you get patience, you're definitely going to get what you need. This is no rocket science. It's a simple game. Simple game. I'll explain to you in a minute. Simple game. You make game complicated. Forget market gap down, gap up. Who cares? I told you, don't get your emotion attached to the market. Don't check the market at every night, every hour. Oh, is this gap up? Is this? No. 9 o'clock on Monday, you watch the market, and then you, before you go to bed, just to see the future. That's it. You don't want to go in the bathroom in the night and say, oh, future is down 100 points. What's going to happen to my call? If you can control that feeling, go for it. Feeling means you can't control the position. If it's down right now because of gap down, can you close that position? No. Then what's the point of being worried? If you're that much worried, go slow in the market so that your feeling is not disturbed at the night, or you don't, because the more you think about that position, your mind will now start working on protecting you, because now you're worried about something. So mind will say, don't worry, AG, you're going to average tomorrow and you're going to make money. So then your mind will calm down. And then tomorrow when you gap down, you start averaging down, hoping for that to turn. Mind says, don't worry, AG, average more. You average more. And then you lose all. And your mind says, don't worry, you're in the game. You already made money yesterday. You only lost what you made yesterday. Don't worry, you're still in profit. You do the same mistake tomorrow. I'm repeating this 16 times in my meeting because some people still do that. If somebody's losing money in this market, is not because of me, because of not knowing. It's because you don't have the control over the emotion piece of it. And if you don't have control over the emotion piece of it, the market, you're always going to have a problem losing money. So what I'm going to show you today, it's only going to be good for you if you're going to follow this. If you're not going to follow this and do on your own thing, then no matter how many times I'm going to do this meeting, it's not going to be worth it. If you know, in my every meeting, my always consistent message is to help you, protect you from the mindset that you need to develop in the market. Sometimes people say, oh, I cut the loss too long and then cut the profit too early, because you still have a fear. How many times I'll say keep the runner? People sometimes ignore it. Again, if you buy one contract, that's a different story. But if you buy two, always say keep the runner. Simple strategy you need to follow. If you are in the position, and if you have 3 contracts, okay, listen to me very carefully. If you are in the position, you have 3 contracts of Apple, Netflix, or whatever the company is. As soon as the first contract goes in profit, or all 3, as soon as your contract goes in profit, 20% or 30%, you cut one. And then you wait for second one to cut. If it goes below 30, then you cut the second one. And then you keep the third one at your break even or 10% profit. Until that reach, let it run. What happened? If that position goes, so your 2 contract you sold for 30 or 40%, let's say. You have a 1 contract still outstanding. And guess what? Market decided to flew off, and then your contract go to 100, 200, 300. Keep it, because you already keep the stop limit for 30%, 10%. It hasn't reached yet. If you have a time, again, don't hold till expiration. If you have time, like 5 days into expiration, hold it, because then you're going to get nice profit. The Roku we bought on Wednesday, 220. We bought it for 190. It closed it at $1,100 yesterday. If you had a 1 runner, you could have made amazing profit from it if you just kept the 1 runner with you. And knowing that, it's expiring in 3 days, but 1 contract, you already have a break-even point. And 1 point, when Roku crosses that certain level, you're never going to reach that break-even point. You're always going to get out in profit. So remember to follow these rules and guidelines so that you never have to worry. You have no idea how many people I talk after the market is over. And there are a few people in our Discord. I'm very proud to say that they do follow this strategy and they are consistent since September 20th. Chef is one of them. And there's a few other people that I know. They are consistent since September 20th. Every day they're making money, maybe 1 or 2 red days in September. That's a big thing. Since September, you only have 1 or 2 red days. That's pretty amazing. Guess what? The best traders that people have 10,000, 20,000 followers can't even do that. But our people have done it and they're still doing it. I haven't been in red since 15 days. So if I can do it, if you can do it, if Chef can do it, everybody can do it here. There is no logic here. There's only one principle you need to follow. Follow where the money is. Know where the supported level is, and that's it. You're going to be golden. So first, I'm going to show you how to use our Discord. Let me know once you give me a thumbs up if you can see my Discord screen. All right, so you can see it. Awesome. So this is the algo flow, right? You see a lot of people are using it. That's the symbol for it, TR algo flow, right? So I'm going to copy it here. I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to do it here. And then I'm going to change the company here. Then I'm going to put NVIDIA, and I'm going to put here. What did I do here? Oh, right here. So that's the algo flow for NVIDIA for 5 days. You see from 13 to 17, you see where the money was flowing. You see what's happening. You can do this the night before. You can do it in the time of the market. Those who are in our small account, you don't have access to this channel, but in next few weeks, we'll figure it out how to work with all of you to give the access. So this is the 5 days algo for the NVIDIA. The same thing you can do for Amazon. There you go. That's the algo flow. And it says how to read this. It says algo flow is calculated on the top live now flow data, and it's a leading indicator. Values 0 are considered bullish, and below 0 are bearish. Light dotted lines are support and resistance level. So you also get the support and resistance level. Along with, you also get where the algo is selling or buying the particular shares that you're looking into it. So you know exactly what you need to do, whether you want to buy the call or put. This will guide you, right? So that's available for every company here. So you don't have to worry about it. There are other code that people use here is, you see unusual flow right here. So I'm going to go here, copy here. And then you see unusual flow. It will tell you who's buying what. So these are all the flows. Somebody bought put, calls, contract, volume, date, everything about NVIDIA. So you can also use that command, algo flow. There is more command here. There you go. There's a flow sum for company. Let's use here, NVIDIA. There you go. Premiums, calls versus put, out of money versus in the money, buyer versus seller, premium by the date, everything is in here. So open interest, volume. These are the things. Why do we see different scales on the right depending on the stock? Different scale on what, John? What are you talking about?
The algo flow. So some, like the one, if you just open that one right there for Amazon, it's really obvious. It's plus minus, right? Over 0, below 0. Some of them you open up and there's like, it's like in the thousands scale on the right, and they're not, it's not this algo score.
That could be something else. I think maybe this one. This one you're talking about?
Yeah.
I think it depends on the company. I think so. I have to talk to Trading Ticks, but I just go with the 0, even though it's 1,000, doesn't matter below this level, because Oh, you know what? I think I have an idea. Why is this? Because this is a pretty below the support and resistance level, the algos and the stock price. Sometimes that's why you have different score. But I'll talk to TradeTix and get the clarification on to see why
Okay.
it's some of the scores in 1,000. Good catch.
Thanks.
Yep. So that's that. And then there's right here support and resistance level. So let's say if you're not sure what the stock support and resistance level is, you click here and then put monthly. So EMD monthly, this is the monthly support level. So support level is 133, resistance level is 139, which I already gave you. If you do here and then put hourly, you get hourly level of MGM. So hourly MGM is at the resistance level 42. The next resistance level is 47. So you know exactly what you need to do when it goes above 42. Now, does it guarantee that if it's going to go above 42, it's going to go to 47? No, it doesn't, but you have to take the shot. This is market, guys. This isn't about, oh, can you give me a confirmation? Is this definitely going to move? Or no. It doesn't work that way. These things are not obvious. I mean, most of the time it's obvious that once it's crossed the resistance level, it will move. But there are certain conditions that goes into the market. If the market is really bad or there's some bad news comes in, of course, it's going to come back from the resistance level and go down. So that's why the trend is important. But when the trend is on your side, just go for it. So use that. There's also, if you go to a TradeTix website, see Ben is trying to look at the level for NVIDIA hourly. It says NVIDIA has 294 level, 265 is a below level. This is hourly level. If it's monthly, it could be different. So these are different level that you can study before you wanted to go in the position. And you can do with the night before, or you can do at the time of the market so that you get a little bit of idea. So 280, 250 is another support level. Above that, you can go to 295 and then 306. Most of these support levels are accurate. Sometimes, it's a TradeTix. They have a different algorithm they use. So I do it manually to get more accuracy on the support and resistance level, just so that, I can help people finding the support. So you can do this way night before or during the market when market is boring or you have time. This is the channel I created for all of my member plus. It's free. You can come here, put any request you want, and you can study anything you want. This is going to help you finding where the trend is. If this technology is available to you, I only see few people are consistently using it. Few people just don't even take advantage of it. Durang, you got to put M or H. You can't just put Amazon. So you got to put M means monthly, H means hourly. If you put monthly or hourly, then you will get it. So let's help him. We'll copy here and then we'll do here and then put hourly. Boom, you get the Amazon hourly level. Oh, you forgot the dash. Never mind. Okay. There you go. Hourly level, Amazon. So Amazon says 3,400 is a big resistance level. Above that is 35, which is exactly what I mentioned. And then it's 3,570. Some of the things are right in front of you. You are not taking advantage. This is free system. If you get TradeTix on your own, it costs $40 a month. It's already included in your price. So you have Bullseye, you have this. If you go to TradeTix website and then go to Discord bots command, there is so many things that you can use it. Here, let me see here. Let me see if I spell right. Season. Okay, right here. Sometimes I can't even spell. Please put your phone on mute. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put TR. So there you go. TR seasonality Amazon. It tells you what day Amazon moved the most. So it looks like Tuesday and Thursday Amazon moved the most, and November month is the best month for Amazon. January is not a good month. March and April, May is a pretty good month for Amazon. So you know exactly, how you want to play the swings, leave calls. You all are smart here to study the report and say, you know what, it'll look like Wednesday and Thursday like Amazon to play. Good. Monday, not so good. Friday, not much, but look at Monday and Tuesday and Thursday or Wednesday. I think Amazon is a good one to play because you have a possible good win rate, about 60% on those dates because it's moving really nicely. And you can do any company. You can do this and then go back here, put TR, and then let's say put NVIDIA. There you go. December month is good for NVIDIA. November month is not really good for January. Is not so good. So for January, we know what we need to do. Maybe we can play the put on NVIDIA because it's not, based on 20 years of data. This is last 20 years of data. There is a lot of other thing that you are having here that will going to help you. The manually drawing is so important because you can study everything based on where the market is going, what's happening in the market. So I'm going to show you now one more thing here. So let's say we're going to open here an AMD. So this is the AMD, right? So why manually it's important because you're looking at a market, you know how to study the level from the base on the candle up and down. There are a lot of automation available in TradingView and other area, but at the same time, you also have to look at the support indicator, which I'm going to explain to you right now. What are the support indicator you need to watch so that you know what exactly you need to do? So for example, let's say NVIDIA, this is a AMD and this is a 1 hour chart, right? So 1 hour chart, we can look here and then we try to find the support. Looks like 135 area that has come down so many times that is now becoming a support right here. So the 135 is the new support. On the top, right, sometimes you see, and I'm just manually drawing it, and then this is the rejection point for the stock right here. So that's that also right there. So let's say if the stock is getting supported, now, even though you know the level, you're like, what do I do here? Should I take the call? Should I take the put? The support indicators you need to watch. What are the support indicators? Volume is one of them. You also have the MACD here. You also have the TTM squeeze, and you also have the stochastic stow. If you don't have the knowledge about the support indicator, I would recommend to read about it, MACD, TTM, and the stochastic stow, because that will going to help you learn about how and when to read it, or how market's going to move based on the support indicator. So let's say 135 is a support, right? And then market open. So I said 135 support, call above 136. You see the NVIDIA is going above 136. So you take the call, and when you took the call, which green candle, you see the other support indicator was there to support you. MACD turned positive. The TTM squeeze go from red to yellow, and then stochastic store started moving higher side. So you already know that now this is the support and resistance level. It's now moving up. You should take the call because it touched that support and now it's going bounce based on the support indicator support indicator. So this will help you to see if these indicators are positive, of course, stock going to go up. If these indicators are negative, it will touch the support and it will bounce back. Support and resistance levels are all over the place. Everybody knows about it, but still people lose money. If everybody can just figure it out, support resistance levels so easily, why people aren't making money? Because even though knowing the level, they can't even make the decision on what do I need to do? Should I go in a call? Should I go in a put? Like, what do I need to do? I don't understand. Why it's important that we need to have the support indicator at the bottom so that you know exactly what you need to do and where the market is going to go next, so that you can understand that this is the support it found. It's going to go up here. If it's going to cross that level, the next going to be 148. So based on this candle, let's say touch 135, it moved to 141. You made good money. It's your time to either get out or stay. If it closed above the previous low candle, then you want to get out. If it goes above, then it will go to this level. So those are the things you need to understand. Now, I know most of you are not in front of the computer all day, so it's hard. So you can quickly check on the phone where the support indicators are looking, MACD, TTM, and the stochastic stow. So that way you know that when these three things support, the stock will go up. Let me show you another example here. So this is the Amazon, right? And we're going to take a 15-minute look first, and then we're going to look into something else. So 15-minute, as I said, how many times? 338 was the support, right? So 338 was, hold on one second, right here. This was actually a big support on the Amazon, right? So now that was the support. So Amazon go below this level, right? Let's say you didn't go in a play, but then as soon as Amazon come above 3380, you're like, should I take the call? Why? Look at this. As soon as it came about 338 level, MACD turned positive. TTMs go from red to yellow and then slowly to blue. And then look at the stochastic stow. See that? When the green line goes above the red line, that's your sign that you need to go in a call, because that's what's going to help you stay consistent. So once these cross, yes, Petey, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what we need to do. And I know you made some money on it. So that's what I'm saying. When these things cross that support level, right? And then you have MACD turning on your side, you have TTM squeeze, and you have stochastic stow moving. Now, you are like, how long should I stay in the position? And I'll tell you one dirty secret here. When the green line goes above the red, as soon as the green line stays above this area, that means the momentum will consistently stay. As soon as it starts coming down, that's where the momentum will go. It will just say stay flat, put it this way. Yes, I can type this out. I can share with you. That's called MACD, TTM, and then right here it says stochastic slow. These are the three indicators that you need to watch so that it will help you stay consistent with the money. So again, when I say support resistance level, you quickly check 5-minute to see, or 50-minute to see where the support indicators are going. Yeah, that's fine. If you're new to the market and if you don't have knowledge of technical analysis, then again, it's going to be tough. But I would recommend that after the meeting, spend time on MACD, TTM, and stow. Just read about it and just see how they behave. So stow, as I said, when the green line crossed the red line, that's the upward momentum. And when the green crossed the red at the bottom, that's the downward momentum. So that's just pretty simple logic. Green is up, bullish momentum. Green is down, bearish momentum. So you always have to make sure that you have this level. So once you have this, again, you can also add moving averages so that you know. No, RSI is different, John. RSI is a little bit different. RSI is a relative strength index. I don't use RSI because I already have enough indicators and I know exactly, how the MACD and that's going to support me from bounce from the level. So what I just do is I know the support is, let's say, 338 here, right? And then there's the next support is 3303. So I'll wait for the stock to either go to touch 3303 or come above the resistance level, which was the support level previously. Once it crossed the support level, I hit my strike, and that's how you make money in this on any stock. So again, it does that. You go in, you have a support indicator on your side, good money, no problem. Take a look at this one now. Everyone's favorite, SPX. So, SPX is all over the place, right? For example, in a 15-minute, when SPX touched that support level, it wasn't a sign on the here, but only TTM squeeze gave the sign. So when TTM was red, that means it's dropping. When TTM goes to yellow, that means it's not dropping, it's reversing. At the same time, on this candle right here, you see it turned bullish. SPX is a very dangerous one. Yes, Patty, quick question, tell me. Patty, your question? Hold on. Yes.
Sorry, I'm muted. It's better if I just ask. I was just curious. With the Amazon trade, you're showing the 15-minute there. I'm always looking at the 5-minute candle. I was just curious as to what your opinion on that would be. Like, going into that trade, would we is the 15-minute your preference there, or would the 5-minute tell us something? Maybe the 15-minute doesn't. I feel like you're like your stochastic is a little more wild than the 5-minute. So maybe
Exactly.
Tease it out, right?
Yep. So what happened is 5 minutes and 2 minutes are very good, Patty, but they are very volatile. So either you need a quick reading or it can confuse you. But if you want to have a peace of mind and have a little bit of more stability, then move to 15-minute because that will be more stable. 30-minute will be more stable than 15 minutes. So that's why in the volatile market, if I'm trading SPX, then I do 1 minute, 2-minute chart because it's easy. But if I do Amazon, because Amazon is not as volatile as SPX, so Amazon, I do 5-minute first confirmation along with 15-minute just to see how it's happening. But most of the time, if it's going from the support level up, then you just have to take the shot. And that's it.
Yep.
If it's bouncing from the previous low level, then you know it exactly what you need to strike on, and then you just go for it because that will help you stay consistent.
Okay.
All right.
15 minutes.
Yep. 15-minute is the one actually will give you a better idea. Look at this one. This is another perfect example. Okay. Look at this. This was Wednesday at the Fed meeting. Amazon low 3303. As soon as it went to this support level, look at this, what happened. At the same time, MKD gave the sign, right? Stochastic gave the sign way earlier here, right? I could have gotten the call at this level. That's why I was going for Amazon call. You remember I called the Amazon call on Wednesday is because I was looking at this data. I was like, you know what? Now it's turning. It did turn, and look at that move. It goes from here all the way here. Amazon go from, let's say even we catch Amazon from 3340, it goes to 3469. That's the biggest jackpot that you would have got if you would have caught based on STO or based on the resistance level. The STO is a really good indicator that can help you go into the position using 15-minute for Amazon. Now, again, remember one thing, guys. You won't believe this, but this is true, that some stock is good with 15-minute and then some stocks is good for 5-minute. Yes, probably you have no idea about this, but I have a lot of years of experience and I've seen that some stocks are really good with 15-minute. They follow 15 minutes so amazingly. Look at this. Another example. It crossed Amazon move. And some stocks only follow 2-minute or 5-minute, and some stock only follow 1 hour to 4 hour. So it really depends on which stock follow what time frame that you need to follow. So for Amazon, sometimes I use 15-minute. And for Google, I use sometimes 15-minute. For SPX, I only use 2-minute to 5-minute because that helped me understand where the SPX is going and where the market is going. So easy. Support level drawing is so easy. This is a 1 hour, 184 hour, right? So simple logic. I'm going to delete everything right now, right? Look at this. Okay. So this is the lowest candle, right? So you see that just become a new support now. Simple logic. Don't need to be crazy about it. And don't too many lines that you draw, too many confusing things you have, and you have no idea what to read and how to read it. That's the one support. Now, next resistance, you see Amazon has not broken this resistance for a long time, which is this level, 35.57, right? Second one is right here. You see was big rejection here, 34.69. And then again, there's another level right here, which is this 33.87. Look at this. So easy to draw, simple logic. You can also put it in moving averages. And if the stock stays above the moving average 8 or 9, it's bullish. If the stock is below moving average 8 or 9, it's bearish. So that you always know what exactly you need to do and how to do it. All right. So that's Amazon. Anyone has any question before I move forward?
I had a quick question. So when you put your daily watch list and you put the levels with the support and resistance, and let's say, you know, the market opens and it shoots up way past your support, like when is it like too late to enter a call? Like, how do you determine, oh, it's okay to enter the call now, or like how long do you wait?
Do you have any particular example of the stock you observed last week that you can share?
No, I'm just, because like there are sometimes like I'll put in the alert on my phone and it'll trigger, and like at 9:30 it'll trigger, because it basically like jumped, I don't know, however many points. I'm just giving
Right.
like an example. So like that's where I get afraid of jumping in,
Okay,
because it already ran already.
good question. So there are a few things that also you need to understand, everyone. So let's say Facebook has a support level of 330 right here. Okay, this is the new support level. So Facebook touched 330, and you see every time it touched 330, it started bouncing. So that's the first support level. There's a second resistance level right here is 237. Every time it reaches that level, it rejects. You see 1 time, 2 time, 3 time is rejecting that level. Once it goes down this level, it's gonna be this, and then before that it could be this. So now let's say I say support is 330, resistance 337, and now Facebook just started running. Boom. Okay, it ran almost 335, and it came back down here. This is where you come in and play. 330 is the support level. So when the first candle came down to 331, you take your shot here. However, you have to study two things. Support indicators look bullish, really good. TTM squeeze is good. The second thing you need to understand where the market is. If the NASDAQ is positive more than 50 points, even the Facebook is dropping, you know that the stock will go up. So if the market trend is bullish and the Facebook come down here, market trend is bullish, it will take Facebook higher because Facebook has the overall market is bullish and Facebook stock has a strength, and all the support indicators showing positive momentums. You see MACD still positive, TTM quiz is still blue and dark blue and light blue. So that's the momentum set. It's still good. How many times it did that? Here. And you won't believe this, Friday, I scalped Facebook like 17 times. Here to here, so many times, because it was giving me a great opportunity. Now, it's hard for me to alert this because as soon as it comes here, I alert price move. Because I'm watching this level, it's easy for me to say, I'm going to go in again. So I go in at 331, sell it right here. Then I go in here, then sell it right here, then go in here and play some put. You can do that. You always have to make sure the market strength is on your side if you're playing the call. If you're playing the put, then you also want to do the market weakness is on the side. So if the NQ is dropping 100 points, and let's say Facebook make them move, right? And there's a resistance level. So what you do is either if you miss this board, that's okay. You don't want to miss this because NQ is going down. If the Facebook touched 337, as soon as it touched 337, you play the put down 335 because you know that the market strength is negative and it hasn't broke the resistance level, it will come down. You won't believe this, but it's pretty obvious that how stock behaves, certain candles in certain area, that it will definitely going to have the rejection. So that's why it's important to watch the bottom level and the top level, which I will be more careful when I give the alerts. I'll give you 2 support level and 2 resistance levels so that if you miss one, you have the next one to go in. So whenever I update my charts on the algo channel, I'll give you that so that you will have an idea of what to look for and where it's going. So that way you can measure this and then exactly where the momentum is going. Thank you for the great question. Anybody else have a question?
Yeah, this is Sarah. One more question. The stocks just have a support and resistance between like $2 or $200. For example, LCAD, which is having a support around $38 and resistance around $40. How do we identify the fake bounces?
Which company you said? I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Which company?
Lucid, LCAD.
Okay, so what are you saying? Okay, so the stock has a $2 resistance. How do I do it right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if it is reaching the support level, usually what I've learned is that it sometimes comes to a green when it is reaching the support, but soon after that, within that 1 minute candle, it again drops down. But
you cannot do
sometimes
that. Yeah. Sarah, that's a very good question. I completely understood your question now. So you cannot use Lucid, GM, NEO for a 1 minute chart. It's not advisable. These are not the company to trade in a 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 2 minute chart. No, and you can't even to the support level based on 1 hour, 1 minute, 2 minute, it's not going to work because these are the liquid company that can give you that kind of profit. For example, in a 1 minute, you try to trade Lucid, the max money you make is $10, $15 per trade, and you have to be quick or you lose money. 1 minute and 5 minutes is only for SPX, Tesla, Amazon, Google that has a high volume and high momentum. So for example, Amazon can move 15 points in a 1 minute. Lucid cannot do that. So this is the 4-hour chart, right? Simple logic. I'm going to zoom in for the last 5 days. Lucid drop here, 36.31. I'm going to draw a line and see and where the line was going. You see right here. Simple logic right here. See, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time did go below, push back. So as soon as Lucid touched 36.36 in a 4-hour, you have to take the shot and then you say, you know what, I'm going to go in a call. Now, support indicators are not on your side right now, but however, the green line is moving and red line is going down. That's one of the signs that, you know what, now eventually they will cross. This is an extended amount of knowledge you need. If you don't have it, it's okay. Go with just a support and resistance level. So support level was 36.29 based on the last drop. And you saw the last drop was actually at 36.18. So I did miss it because I had a reminder set for 36.18, but it didn't go off because it didn't reach that level. So I missed it. But if that level is a simple logic, it's a 4-hour chart, you go in a long call and then eventually you make the profit because now it's right here. But again, this mark has reached before, which also is a now big resistance level too. Again, no resistance level going to be the same. Look at this candle, same as this candle. So every time it reached that level, it reject. Once it touched the level and move up, it's going to go back to this, and it's going to go back to this level as a next resistance level. Once you draw this, you can move into 1-year daily chart, and then you can draw again, which is this level right here, 45. And then next level right here. And then one more level right here, 51. See, it's a lot of work. If you don't want to do the work, just follow the support resistance level and plus the bottom indicator, because I need to study those levels. And it's automations are good, but I like to do manually because I know exactly what price it reject. And so I know where I need to. So once I draw the line, once you draw this line, it will also stay the line on your phone. So that way it will be easier for you to see where it's getting rejected, where it's going. So it will help you. Or also you can also set the reminder using Trady Twix. So that will remind you when the stock is at above certain level that you need to act or whatever you need to do. So always remember, 2-digit company, not good for 1 minute, 2 minute. The 2-digit company is good for 15, 1 hour or 4 hour because it doesn't move much. 4-digit company, good for 1 minute, 2 minute.
Thank you.
Yep. Any other question?
Hey, AG, it's Rumi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Hey, going back to the Facebook, I was following and I didn't scalp. I was just too scared, but I kept following the support and resistance where it was making that diagonal line and then hitting the 337, and it was just going up and then came back down. And I was reading it perfectly, but then it broke that support level and it came down. So what are your thoughts about that? And this was all within the 5 and 10 minute charts that I was looking at. So we're still in that trade. What is your level of support? What are you managing with that one?
So the reason why we are in that particular trade for the 2 reasons. Again, it's above that support level was 331. It's still holding. And second, we have a time. Third, their company is showing really good strength for the last few days. Facebook, look at this yesterday in the down market also, it was already up at 344 and then it gave up. So it's showing some good strength. Day before also really nice move because Facebook is getting a lot of attraction these days from the investor for the obvious reason. There's a reason why I was talking to one of to Chef yesterday, and he said, there's a reason why the company changed the name from Facebook to Metaverse because they're going to gaming, and there's a lot of investors wanted to go in a little bit early, and we saw that spike at the end of the day. There's an example that people are buying. Look at that candle from 332 all the way to 336. So they're not letting Facebook go break below that level, 332 or 330. So that's the reason I said, you know what, I think we need to stay in a trade one more time. We bought it based on the perfect level, but it got flushed down is because, you know, the market was negative. Our trade was perfect. I bought it somewhere here because I know that it was breaking almost that level. So 337 level, because then it will go to 342, which will give us 30-40% profit. Didn't happen yesterday, but then day before yesterday. And then yesterday market was just up and down so much that Facebook didn't really go. But I look at that volume candle at the close, and then look at the stock is holding about 335. So we're gonna see some spike on Facebook, Meta next week around 344. This stock is actually going towards 500, 600 in next year. I believe that Facebook will go to 550 December 31st, 2022. This is a great company. They have a great platform. And we saw the news about approving some gaming thing about Facebook. I already uploaded that in the chat. Somebody uploaded in the chat, I think, and it was talking about Facebook and Google. And these companies are gonna have a great future. So one trade you're talking about, as long as it will stays above 330 to 50, we should be fine staying in a trade. If it's going to break that, unfortunately I have to close the position, but I have to take the shot because we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday market is closed. So we still have 4 days and we're not too far from the price. We have 350 call, but Facebook has a history and can move 12, 13 points in a day without any problem. So that's the reason why we didn't trade. So another example where you're talking about, if it's not breaking 337 level, people who can day trade in front of the computer or the phone can always play the rejection, because you know that 337 level is the level. So one time rejected, second time rejected and came down. If you do intraday, you can make really good money. If you do next week call, you can still make 30-40% profit on this rejection level as well. So there is always an opportunity for folks to make money. Just you need to know where the level is. Simple logic. When MACD turn negative in 15 minutes or 5 minutes, stock will take U-turn and it will come down. So if you don't want to follow any other indicator, you can follow MACD and TTM, which can help you, go in and out in a trade using 5 minute or 15 minute.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Anybody else have any question? Okay, so people who like to do SPX, 1 minute is your best friend in SPX, because look at this. Big drop, and then here, there's a sign where it goes for MACD, go positive, and look at the move, go from 4601 to 4658. You know how much money that is? It was a good trip, Drew. We were in Massachusetts and Rhode Island, so that's why we were short on time. But next time I'm in I'll take time and we'll definitely meet up. But it was a good trip. Not that cold, but beautiful weather too. Rhode Island was nice. So I have a few people to meet in Rhode Island, and then also Boston U. So next time, and we also have a few people that stays in Massachusetts. So we'll plan something sooner before the summer. So SPX. When you're looking at SPX, you can only follow 1 minute. You can't do 5 minute, 10 minute. No, 1 minute is your best friend. So look at this. In 1 minute, when SPX was down, at the same time right here, look at this green line. See, that's TTM going up, and then boom, look at that move. And guess what? The whole time, the green line was above this line, the blue line. So when it's above the 80, stochastic slow says if it stays above 80, it means the trend is strong. It will never go down. You cannot short it if it's here. You can only short it when it goes down. It goes here, goes below 80, you can short it. Not above 80, you cannot. So look at this. Nice move all the way here or here. That's a pretty decent profit. And then again, move down all the way here. Again, you need a lot of money to play SPX because the contract price is not cheap. But in the momentum like this, up and down, you can play 20, 30 point different contract. before the 1 o'clock, you can still make good profit. 30, 40, not 30, 40, sorry, 100, 200, 500% can be made like that. We catch Roku, Patty, but a lot of people didn't go in a Roku. So this is SPX. Remember, always follow 1 minute or latest 2 minute if you want to take the trade. Be careful. Do not remember in the movie sometimes say do not try this home. And I also want to give you the disclaimer: do not try unless you have the experience or you have $10,000 plus account. You cannot do SPX in a $5,000 accounts, because one bad trade, it will wipe everything out and then you'll be disturbed. SPX is not for normal trader. That's why a lot of private Discord never give out SPX, because they know that they don't know how to read it first. I know. Second, they don't know how people are going to manage it. That's why I don't give up. We are the only Discord that give frequent SPX trade, because I know what I'm doing and I know what my followers doing. So that's why I always being generous and giving the trade, because I know how you can manage it and how you know how to read all that level and all that. So SPX is a good one to play if played right. If not, it's going to be a big problem. So always remember, follow the support indicators where it's going, because that can help you make quick in and out money in SPX. Always go small. And again, SPX is not an instrument that you hold till 4 o'clock. SPX is an instrument you go in at 12:21 and you get out by 12. You're still going to have 100% profit. That's the only instrument can double your money in 3 minutes. I have doubled my money in actually 1 minute, 2 minutes before in SPX, a lot of time in SPX. You can do the same thing, but you need to have a gut to have this trade. If you're not a big account, don't do it, because it will wipe everything out. I'm looking into one trade. As I say, I promise people that it will look one day, will turn 0.05 into 26,000% profit. That time will come that I will give the alert to everybody, but I haven't seen that opportunity recently. But when the time comes, we'll buy cheap Lotto to turn into a big profit when the time comes, right? But right now, good for in and out, in at this level, shorted at this level, because this level was again the previous level high, going high, but didn't really move that level. So perfect way to short it, 4660 all the way right here, and then up and down. So any questions on the SPX? Yes, Patty.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at this. I guess using the stochastic there too to kind of make the trade safe. You would go bullish when it's below 20 and bearish when it's above 80. Well, sorry, when it's above 80, it's not going to go south. You don't want to go against it. But once it breaks below 80, you can get bearish. And then once you're above the 20, you can get bullish on it, right? But you don't want to get necessarily bullish on this if that's trading below 20 also, right? You want to wait for that perfect stuff.
You need to wait for the green to cross the red, or red to cross the green. So if the green is crossing or red, then it's good. You see right here, this is a perfect example. But when this is yep.
The reason I like that spot is because you're below the 20 there when the green crosses the red. Because like when you're in that channel, I'm just feeling like when you're in that channel between 20 and 80, you can almost get faked out. But if you want that big swing, you're almost better off to be at like that point where you show it is actually perfect, right? You're below the 20 and the green takes a sharp turn above the red. Okay.
Yep, green always move faster than a red. Green is the one who makes the big move. Red is the one who slowly follow the green. So when and you can change the color in the stochastic stove when you install this, because you might not have a green and a red color. So you can always go back and go to system and change the color. But let's say green, just when green goes here. So you see, okay, look at this. But this was dropping, and you see green was going below 20.
Yeah,
and you see the green was going flat, right? This was going flat. Yeah. That means that momentum downward is still strong. Until green move like this, you don't touch it. When the green goes above the 20, that's where you take the shot. And this has to be quick, because this is a 1 minute. Patty, it takes microsecond to go green down to 20 again. So you have to be either quick or you are watching this. You cannot just buy the SPX contract and go buy a coffee or go to bathroom. No, you cannot do that. By the time you come back from bathroom, you're going to lose all the money. So when you
Yeah.
trade SPX, your eyes, you either have a time, you cannot just put a, or you can put a limit order or stop loss if you really know how to play it. So if you can play it from this level and then you get out at this level, that's 250 or 400% profit easily
Easy.
because the move. So you need to be fast and quick. That's why people said, why I can't give all the trade, because by the time I alert the price, you see how the candle move. Typing would
Yeah.
take about 5 seconds for me to type. There's 2 green candle in 5 seconds, sometime in 1 minute, or the price move, because SPX is the only option where price move faster than a candle. And other stocks, Amazon and Google, stock move, then option price move. In SPX, option move faster before the price move. And right now, because of the volatility, let's say SPX started moving, option market already know SPX move. By the time I bought it here on this green candle, guess what? SPX price move almost 30%. That's how quickly it moves. It moves in a microsecond. Sometime I remember when I sold yesterday one of the contract on SPX for 1120. When I looked at the option history, going back to that particular contract, 1120 was not on the screen, not here, but I got 1120 because I put the limit order, and sometimes that microsecond price you get, it won't show on the chart. So that's why you can put any price you want. When it moves quick like this, you can get any price you want that you put it in, because it will gonna fill within a microsecond. So always remember, put the limit as soon as you buy SPX for 30%, 40%, so that you don't have to watch it. If you're not gonna put the limit, by the time you sell it, that limit will never come. And either you have to sell on the market, which is not advised. Never sell SPX on the market. Always the limit order, or always the price that it's moving. Always pay the high price for the selling and always pay the low price for the buying. Remember that. So that way you can always get the maximum profit on the SPX.
Can I ask you just one other thing? Because I was just curious.
Yep.
I had lines, but I couldn't trade yesterday afternoon with all my drama. Could you just show me? I was just curious with how you saw Roku, your chart, and where maybe you entered and exited. That would be cool. Thank you.
So Roku, I took the trade because few things. Because on a Friday, I saw the news where there was a massive upgrade was happening on the Roku, and I think we put a Roku on Friday. So I bought it at this level at 194. When this is the level, I saw the news. So to be very honest, before I check the resistance level, I see the good volume. Look at this volume, normal. Look at the normal volume on the Roku, and look at the volume on Wednesday. This was the nice volume. So I said, you know what? I think it's a massive upgrade. Volume is so high. So I took the 210 call, because I had 2 days left, and Roku 210 call was around 190. So I took the 190 call here, and then I sold it at here, decent profit, and then look at what happened the next day. The reason why the Roku is getting strength because of the COVID. People think, it's a COVID time. I think that all the stay-home stock now going to move again. So it's just the anticipation move. But once the one good news comes in tomorrow about Omicron, that all the vaccine will work, this Roku will come drop from here to this level within a fraction of a second. So this was a volume play. All the indicators were supporting as well. So I said, you know what, I think it's worth to take the shot on the Roku, because how lower it can go. It was already went to 190, and that's the lowest level it has been in the one last year, I think. I said it can't go below, more below than this level, because then it will go back to, if it break 190, it will go back to like 146 or 167 level. So I said that's a very big drop to get in Roku, and it's already 50% discount. So I took my shot, and then we had this 2 green days. But again, I sold it. Normally I keep the runner, but this time I bought it like small contract, and just totally ignore it, because see, things happen because I'm looking at 7 or 8 different things and answering so many people. So sometimes I get out of my zone and forget to hold contract, but it was a 500% contract profit on Friday. Look at this move. Amazing move. All right. So Netflix, what do you want to do on Netflix? You want to see the Netflix chart? Okay, Netflix.
So AG, for Netflix, you said if it doesn't go over 593, we would close the position, right? Because it was not going up.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. But I wanted one contract, and I said, you know what? I'm going to give a little bit of time because 586 is the biggest support level. One time, two times, it's already touched that support and didn't go down. So I said, you know what? It's going not below 586 and picking up that level. So I said, I need to just wait and see what happens. So that's why I hold it. And I see a little bit of spike at the close. Look at this, it's already 599, and we're not too far that we weren't able to get the $600 price. So I also kept that one and bought 650, because if it crossed 600, sorry, 602 level, then it will just go crazy and it will go to 610 or 626 in no time. So that's why I bought 650 next week call. No, not next week, sorry, the week after. It was cheap, and then I kept this one because I'm looking at this level. I think there's a shot it can go to 602 on Monday or Tuesday, because it's a time. All TTM squeeze is just staying flat for the long time. So it's kind of a box that I sometimes draw the strategy, which is right here. One, it break this box, watch this level. So 581 and 604. Once it break 581 or 604 level, you're gonna have a biggest jackpot in the history of your life in Netflix. So remember this level and watch this level. When it break that 604 or 581 below, 581 break, it'll go to 550. If it's 601, 604 break, it will go to 630, 650 in no time. You will see a biggest green candle. So that's in the box right now. See 1, 2, 3, 4 days, it's staying in that range. So we'll see what happened on Monday. So I just, I only bought a one contract. So I need to take shot, and I just gonna wait. And it already moved 588.90 or 587.80 before the market closed. And NASDAQ did recover. As long as we don't get any bad news this weekend on Omicron, I think with the way we see the volume in Amazon, Facebook, Netflix, Google, we're gonna see some nice gap up in those stocks. And these stocks are really getting ready. Facebook is so ready. I tell you one thing, guys, the day you see NASDAQ up more than 100, Facebook gonna be up 3-4% that day, because Facebook is trying so hard to go above 350. Why? January month is the earnings season, guys. We are already in December 18th. Only in 12 days, we're gonna see a massive run before the earnings. So Facebook need to go above 380 before the earnings. So soon, once we get the bottom level, soon we go on a shopping list like we did in this October, and we made a really good money on all the swings. So that's what I'm going to be doing. 380 Facebook call February, Amazon 4,000 call February, Netflix 700 call February, or NVIDIA 350 February. These are the one I'm looking at right now, and soon I'll go in shopping for at least $10,000 or $5,000 each, because that's run is going to come before the earning, where all the stock going to fly. It always do. And this time on the earning, we're going to change our strategy. We're not going to buy any blind calls or put. We're going to go with the debit call spread if we're expecting the move, or put debit call spread if we're expecting downside move. So we can minimize our losses, maximize our gain with a better strategy. No need to play $10,000, $1,000 call and lose all of it, versus play $100 spread. So max you lose 100, the max you make is 1,500, whatever it is, the amount based on the premium. All right, bottom for IWM. Actually, 210 is the level that is bottom for IWM, because it has 1, 2, and 3 times it has reached that level. All right, so if it's not below 210, it's gonna go up, and if it's crossed 220, Drew is gonna go to 226 for the IWM. Right now, it's in a upper momentum. That's the reason why I bought call. We did get out the call in profit, because I was watching that level, and I was also watching 212 level right here. So that's one of the level I was watching, which I got the contract that we were in, and that's the reason on day before yesterday we didn't close our IWM, because I had a faith that, you know what, something gonna happen, it will move. And 1 year daily, it's getting almost ready. for the massive IWM move. You see the green line is moving up above it's not above the red yet. Once it does, this will fly to 244 in no time. A massive move will come once the green line will cross the red in a short period of time. All right, guys, it's almost 2:16. It's hour and a half. Market move fast. Would you be possible to add comment on why you enter certain trades so we can understand what are you seeing the chart? Does have to be okay? Yes, I'll do that. I'll do my best to do the voice channel in the morning and give you the idea. Yes, seems like little consolidation for next month. No, I think next month it will move because the way the stochastic store is holding right now, I think within next 2-3 days it might cross, and once they cross, you see when it crossed here, look at that massive move came. So when it crossed, we'll go for the swing for IWM, swing 6 months, 4 months out, because that's what's going to give us the biggest profit. I'll activate the voice channel in the morning sometime, guys, to help you guys with the level, what I'm looking. It's so hard for to do certain things certain way. I know you asking certain things, but when you have so many people follow and asking questions, it's hard for me to give the commentary about each level. But always remember, when I'm going in a trade, this for the reason I'm not going to do any more against the trade, against the trend trade, or the test that I was doing before, because people don't know how to manage risks and they go all in sometime and they lose more money. So I don't do those tests anymore. If I do it, I only do like small $200, $300 contract, but most of the time it's going to be based on a 1-year daily support level, resistance level, and moving averages that I use, and then cloud that I use. Again, it's not here because if I put cloud, all the lines, then it will be confusing for you to see. That's why I've removed everything and only kept this candle for you to see what's happening in the market right now. So if you have any other questions that we couldn't answer right now, drop DM to me. I think AG, I have a particular question. I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. If you have any chart requests, put it in a chart channel. Remember, you have the 20 ticks at your disposal that you needed to use and learn more about it. If you're not sure how to use it, go to tradyticks.com website under Discord bot. You will know much more about how to use it, what to look for, and this will help you stay consistent. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Enjoy the weekend with family. Get some time for yourself and get ready for Monday morning. Take care. Good night. Good afternoon. Have a great weekend. Bye. Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Rumi. No problem.